Welcome back to 3 massive mistakes professional women make that keep them feeling overwhelmed, out of balance, and stressed to the nth degree. My name is Maria Koropecki, and I'm the owner of Homespunspa Mobile Spa. Let me share a little story I wrote called Potluck Power. A blue heron, a red fox, and a tortoise-shell turtle are all contestants on a reality TV cooking show called Potluck Power. The challenge is to make and bring their signature dish to the potluck supper. Heron is feeling especially creative today. I'm going to draw from my world travels and bring something new and original to the table. I think I have a good chance of winning. Fox is thinking, I'm going to transform these ingredients into something the judges have never tasted before. I'm sure I'm going to win. Turtle is thinking, comfort food all the way. I'm going to use my grandmother's recipe and give the judges a big hug with my food. I hope I win. And they're off. Heron chooses to serve salmon. First, I'm going to find the freshest fish out there, and then I'm going to cut it into pieces, and then I'll bake it with a mango sauce and serve it fanned out over a bed of watercress. Now he's off to grab an avocado. Fox makes barbecued chicken wings. I love grilling. I love watching the flames dance. I have a clean and shiny state-of-the-art barbecue here, and it has side burners for my delectable sauces, and it even has a rotisserie burner on board. Turtle goes with a classic lasagna recipe. Everybody likes lasagna. Even cats like lasagna. How can you not like the welcoming aroma and taste of a blend of 3 cheeses, tomato sauce, and meat sauce dripping over layers of wide pasta noodles, all snuggled together in one big bundle of joy? Heron is literally flying all over the kitchen to create his masterpiece, and it's coming together nicely. Fox is a brilliant multitasker and has several pots going at once, and still manages to clean as he goes. He's on fire, as they say. But don't let Turtle's pace fool you. It may look like she's taking her sweet time, especially compared to Fox, but she knows this recipe inside and out, and she's right on schedule. As she peers into the oven, she says, "Look at that cheese starting to bubble." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time's up. They all bring their dishes to the potluck table and are all very proud of themselves. Heron says, I present to you a dish I like to call the flying salmon. See how I've playfully arranged it on the plate? You can almost hear the rushing stream. Fox boasts, can you see how I took a simple chicken and transformed it into this delicious work of art with my skill and prowess? Turtle says, just wait until you taste my dish, just like Mama used to make. They each taste each other's recipes and vote for their favorite. Who do you think won Potluck Power? Clap if you think it was super creative blue heron. Okay, now clap if you think it was quick and efficient red fox. Okay, now clap if you think it was ever-nurturing tortoiseshell turtle. Well, the official results are in. I don't know how to break this to you, but when was the last time you saw a turtle with oven mitts on? Just kidding. They're all winners. It was a 3-way tie. They each got a vote, and surprisingly, nobody voted for themselves. I told you the story because I really want to illustrate how everyone has their own style in life, and we all bring something different to the table. One is not necessarily better than the other. Did you recognize yourself in any of these characters? Did any of these characters remind you of one of your coworkers or family members? I base these characters on Ayurvedic doshas, or archetypes, if you will. You may have noticed Vata traits in the blue heron, Pitta traits in the red fox, and Kapha traits in the tortoiseshell turtle. I'm not going to formally teach Ayurveda here, but if you're interested in learning more on this fascinating subject, please listen to the end of the series and I'll show you how to get started. In my character descriptions, I also try to involve each of the senses and use language that would appeal to visual, auditory, or kinesthetic styles. Who Who out there was able to see the details in my story, like the barbecue flames, for example, in their mind's eye? One style is not necessarily better than the other, but being aware of different communication styles and archetypes, starting with yourself, will allow you to speak to those traits in the people you meet every day, like your family members, co-workers, friends, customers, and you'll find people will respond to you much more favorably. Like, for example, I'm a lot like the turtle. Big surprise. I'm very methodical and I like to do things slowly. I care about what I do and I have to do it well. If someone rushes me along, I get stressed and angry. To me, I'm going as fast as I can, but to others it may look like I'm dilly-dallying. I've had many people in my life who really didn't understand me and vice versa, and there was a lot of tension between us that didn't have to be there. Here are some tips and strategies to keep things humming in your home and workplace. Tip number 1. Start by recognizing your own communication style and notice how you are affecting others with your words, tone, body language, and energy levels. Tip number 2. Listen to your choice of words. Are you more likely to say something like, "See you later," or "talk to you later," or "catch you later"? Out of the hundreds of words you can use in a moment, which do you choose most often? The words you choose are clues about how you think. I personally think it's a lot of fun to pick up on stuff like that. Tip number 3. Pay attention to what other people are saying and how they're saying it, and then tailor your communication style to them. If the person you're talking to uses visual words like colorful or vivid, then use similar words in your conversations. Likewise, if they tend to use phrases like, "that resonates with me," or "that rings a bell," then that should tell you that they pay attention to how things sound. Similarly, if they're using kinesthetic phrases like "reach out" or "hang on," then that's your cue to use words with some sort of physical component or that have texture and feeling. Tip number 4. Observe how fast you do things. Do you like to take your time, or do you like to race through your day? Do you like to take the elevator, or are you running up the stairs 2 and 3 at a time? Some people say, how you do one thing is how you do everything, and I bet the pace you keep is fairly consistent no matter what you're up to. Tip number 5. Observe how fast other people do things, but don't judge them too harshly. An easy way to tell another person's energy level is to simply watch them walk. How fast or how slow they walk can tell you so much. If you encounter someone who is opposite to you, just accept them as they are and don't expect them to change and be more like you. At the end of the day, being flexible in your approach will save you tons of frustration down the line. Tip number 6. If you're interested in learning more about communication styles, learning styles, personality types, and archetypes, read up on Ayurveda, Myers-Briggs, and neuro-linguistic programming, to name just 3 out of thousands of modalities. Some noted authors include Deepak Chopra, Horst Rechelbacher, Carl Jung, and Caroline Myss. That should keep you busy for a while. Once you take into account different archetypes in the people you spend time with, and once you deepen your understanding of the systems people use to navigate through the world, your stress levels will go down and your conversations, interactions, and relationships will improve significantly. So, misunderstanding archetypes was the 3rd biggest mistake professional women make that keep them feeling overwhelmed, out of balance, and stressed to the nth degree. Please click on the next link to find out the 2nd biggest mistake.